this technical committee that we are talking about, so that we have a very clear and simple message to communicate to the country, because people should have confidence in what we are doing. It's very easy for everything to be politicized, especially in an election year. So we should avoid by all means politicization of measures that are meant actually to protect our people. It's the same issue that we're trying to do about the COVID-19 vaccine. We don't need to politicize it because it's for the safety of our people. So I think that's our appeal to everyone that will be in that technical committee. I think to be professional, to avoid politicization, and to put the safety of our people at the heart of everything. And let's not limit ourselves, like the Minister of Health and DCZ. We have a number of cooperating partners that we work with very, very strongly. Foreign missions that are here, cooperating partners that are also have conducted elections in their countries. Can we tap in that resource? Because cooperating partners normally have been very willing to provide support towards ventures like this. So we look forward to getting more information from that technical committee. And let's avoid bureaucracy by any means possible. I think the less bureaucratic we are, the better for all of us. It's our duty to ensure that whatever we do in that technical committee, or whatever recommendations are made, confidence, both public confidence and cooperating partners' confidence, is instilled. We don't want measures that will lead to loss of confidence, both by the public or the cooperating partners. So let's ensure that these are confidence-building measures that we are putting. It's not easy to manage our political players. Everyone is suspicious, everyone is paranoid. But I think if we are very clear, we are candid, we engage the players and they understand that we put the health and safety of Zambians first above our political considerations, then we shall do well. I think just to reassure you once more of our support as Minister of Health, and through us also of the support of the many cooperating partners in the health sector, let's communicate PS and the team and DCZ with our cooperating partners, so that we also update them on what is going on, what we plan to do, and I think we can get a lot of support towards these very, very important measures. Personally, I also keep His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia updated, and I would urge that as the committee deliberates, please, can some of those key recommendations be passed to us? Then I also keep His Excellency the President fully informed of how ECZ and the Minister of Health and our cooperating partners in the health sector are working to protect our people. The changing epidemiology of the coronavirus can change things at any go. If we are not careful, we may have actually a third wave of the virus. Just around the time that Parliament is adjourning, May, June, when we are starting campaigns, we may be hit with a third wave. So we have to have that in mind. And that is why we are moving very aggressively to ensure that the COVID vaccine is in place, and also to ensure that our people take these preventive measures seriously. Yes, today we are seeing declining numbers in terms of the patients that we are admitting, in terms of the mortalities that we have. But a third wave, when it's cold and when we are at the peak of elections, the campaigns, will be a disaster for the nation if we don't take these measures. So that agency, the fierce agency of the now, has to be applied in all these measures, the deliberations that we have. And to avoid suspicion, I would urge the technical committee to communicate regularly to the country. I think ECZ, you are the ones who have the mandate to run elections, not the Minister of Health. So don't want to do your job, you have to do your job to communicate to the country. Because if the Minister of Health takes the lead to be the spokesperson for ECZ, then it will paint a very wrong picture. I'm a politician, so I don't want to be drawn into these matters. So I would urge that ECZ in that technical committee takes the lead. The Minister of Health will provide the necessary technical guidance, but ECZ should be the lead and communicate to all the political players. Like I said at the beginning, we have engaged all political parties, but I think it will carry more effect when ECZ is taking the lead, because constitutionally you have that mandate to conduct elections, to engage all these political players. We shall provide the necessary expertise in terms of the public health guidelines and the support that is needed. But for me, on my part, I will engage the President very closely and the cooperating partners to lobby on behalf of some of the needs that we may have towards this process. So those few words, thank you so much once more, Chief Electoral Officer. Electoral Commission of Zambia, and we look forward to more engagements, both formally and informally. So thank you so much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
We also do recognize that our business involves dealing with masses. Therefore, there's need to continuously observe and review COVID-19 guidelines in order to protect all stakeholders. We are privileged following the issuance of the SI number 22 of 2020, which provided the guidelines for conduct of activities in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. What the Commission did was quickly put in place measures to prevent transmission, and has continuously appealed to various stakeholders to be able to observe the guidelines as was set in the SI. For instance, part of the guidelines that the Commission did also put up in line with the SI was for political parties to be discouraged from holding public rallies and indeed ferrying cadres from one district or ward to the other for campaign purposes. The Commission has also been encouraging political parties and other stakeholders to use appropriate campaign strategies, such as mobile public address systems, distribution of flyers and other political party materials with minimal or no contact with crowds, as it were.
If preparation started now and the guidelines are given and there is adherence, I think we can mitigate further transmission of COVID-19 even as we go towards elections and beyond elections.